Today we're down in Lakeland, Florida, and we're searching for a missing person by the name of Margaret Shupe Smith. She went missing April 2nd, 2021, last seen driving a 2012 green Kia Soul.
A Polk County family reeling after a shocking discovery in a Lakeland pond.
Police had been searching for this woman for 10 months. They came up with nothing, and then this group, Adventures with a Purpose, shows up. They searched for 2 days in Lakeland, Florida, went to several different bodies of water looking for the woman. Her name is 59-year-old Jan Smith. They were about to be done, and they decided, let's search one final body of water, and that is when they discovered the woman's Kia SUV. It was just 18 inches below the surface of the water. Sadly, that woman was inside the SUV, but still her family says at least this brings them some closure.
I'm actually joining up with Adventures of Purpose and Jeremy and Britton. It's actually the second day of searching for Margaret. Yesterday, the whole team was out looking everywhere and was unsuccessful, but today I made it down from South Carolina, so I'm gonna join in on the search and hopefully we can find her vehicle or help find some places where she isn't at least and find some answers for the family. So we're gonna start looking in this lake and then branch out and go from there.
Somehow.
So there's nothing here, Jared?
Here we go. Nothing here. We had one hole at 6 feet, one little twig right in the middle, and then it came back up to 3.5 feet all the way out there. So no car here. 3 more locations to go check out.
Keep on looking. So how many, this is my second day joining. How many did y'all search yesterday?
Oh man, we ended up with 4, 5, 6, 7 locations, I believe we were at yesterday. And in one of those locations, the very last one at Crystal Lake, is where we found 2 trucks. At first, you roll up on it on Sonar, and it's boxy, it's cube. We're looking for a 2012 Kia, and it's in the shape of a Kia and then you see the bed of a pickup truck. And it's like, and you're so hopeful. So you mark it, then we scan a little bit further. Same thing, a boxy shape pops up, and then it's like, you can see the bed of a pickup truck on that one as well. We still dove them to make sure we cleared them. One of them had all the windows up. Because of that, we treat it as a crime scene and we're hands off. So we end up getting a hold of the local Polk County dive team. The dive commander came out. They have them marked. They're swapping out their buoys for our buoys this morning. You'll actually see them a little bit later on today. And then they're going to use it as their next training session to go in and do a recovery on these vehicles.
So it's always a great thing when the local law enforcement and dive teams are, helping us out on the search, assisting us, and so we're always thankful for that. So I think we're gonna meet up with them a little bit later, and hopefully we can locate some cars and find some answers today. All right, so we're separating at this point.
Yeah,
and check out a bunch of boat ramps. And Britton are going to one spot, and I guess they're going to another.
Right.
And clear as many locations as possible, I guess.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Added bonus: find a gator.
Hopefully not, but we'll see. They're out here.
I hope you find a gator. I'm rooting for you.
All right,
Tim.
Follow you.
Okay. Brent's gonna set up his boat and sonar, and then test the water, so to speak.
We used his all day yesterday.
Yeah, and it was efficient. What? How deep? Huh?
4 feet.
That's not good.
6 feet. 6 now.
What are we looking at, man?
These houses were completed in August.
Yeah.
She went missing in April, so you have April, May, June, July, August, while these houses were under construction. And so none of these houses were here. You have the intersection of Malcolm and Socrum, where the church is at that you passed, and it's a straight shot. I mean, you had to come down that sandy dirt road, you had to come into a subdivision that wasn't even being built yet or was just under construction, and you just completely just fall off the wall, go straight. And if you look where the buoy is out here, we're talking 18 inches underwater.
So you can stand on it.
Yeah.
Did y'all pull a plate?
We have plate verification. We didn't pull the plate. Josh was just doing free diving on it.
I think we just found Jan.
Because it is 18 inches underwater. You know, we are in Florida, so it's a very healthy state. Obviously, within the last year, the water depth has not changed 2 feet. And we've had cases where water depth hasn't changed in 23 years. So, I mean, it's not, you know, nothing here makes sense.
I was looking for a green car, but as soon as I went underwater with the goggles, it was all green, like the color of the water.
Yep.
So all I could see was green. So I'm looking at the car, the roof, and I'm trying to, like, because it was kind of covered in like a moss or like a soot. But I'm like, I cannot tell the color under here. It's almost like you're colorblind under there, it felt like. So then I'm like, okay, I need to describe the car. And as I'm feeling the edges of the car, because it's sitting on its wheels, as I'm feeling the edges of the car, I'm like, this is a tiny little car. Like a little smart car, it felt like. Tiny little car. And then the back of it comes straight down. And I hadn't seen a picture of the car we're looking for, so I wasn't, you know, that wasn't like a, this is the car to me.
Right.
And then there's a little antenna that I felt next coming off the top, and then I was going down the back, and then I put my eyes on the Kia. You have to be right up to it, and then I was able to see the Kia logo, and then I got down to the license plate, and I was just gonna rip it off and show it to you guys, but it would not come off because of how new the vehicle is.
Yep.
And so as I'm trying to rip it off, Doug was like, just read it. And so instead of ripping it, I went down there, put my eyes on it. You have to wait till the soot, you know, kind of settles.
Yeah.
And then JLQ. And I guess that was all we needed.
Yes, sir. Jacob, nice to meet you. Pleasure to meet you. We're an underwater sonar search and recovery dive team that travels across the U.S. working missing persons cold cases. We come together, we collaborate with AdamBrownAdventures here from time to time, who's more local, as well as Britain, depths of history, exploring with and so we kind of refer to this as the AWB movement. Like, we started this about 2 years ago. This is now our 19th cold case that we've been able to solve.
So do the families contact you, or do you just kind of research? Or?
You know, it's one of those things that sometimes families do. This one, the family did not, but we have 15 million viewers a month, and they reach out and they say, you know what, if it's a vehicle that's missing with a person, then we normally hear about it. We put on a big map, and then we say, all right, from Oregon, how far we can go to the East Coast on the strip, and then we pick up the cases out along the way. So this one ended up on our map, and
this is your second day looking? Or?
Second day looking for Jan. Yeah, we had 2 days scheduled here.
So was this an obvious location to look at? Because
No.
yesterday y'all searched a bunch of places, right?
This is not, in hindsight, it is obvious.
Yeah.
And this is just one of those things, you can't discount anything. You gotta search these smaller community ponds. At the time, in April, this community wasn't built yet. There was just a foundation for it being paved in. These homes were finished in August. So it's not a lot makes sense here.
This is one of the last spots that we were gonna search, right?
As far as speculation on how it ended up here, that is 100% up to the medical examiner's office. They'll do their thorough assessment of what they deem the cause of death to be.
Seems like sometimes, you know, it's like the first spot we all go to, you know, you can solve a case in 10 minutes. Sometimes it takes days.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's unsolved.
Yeah.
Now she's on the north side.
But I guess the lesson is to never give up, to keep going and keep searching.
Yep.
And eventually you either know where they're not, or you find answers, and hopefully locate them.
Yeah. We were here and our boat was in the water. If you weren't here, if Nug wasn't here, if Britt wasn't here, if you guys weren't here, we would not have been here. We would have been searching those other bodies of waters that you were at. So this is like, it's not just us, it's you. You know what I mean? This is all the way around. I keep saying it's community. It's a community effort. We've teamed up, and the teamwork is what made this successful. 100%. Absolutely.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it is bittersweet awesome. You know, there's a family, a community that now has the answers they need.
It's on its wheels, easy pull. The buoy itself is maybe 18 inches under the surface to the top of the vehicle.
So our dive team's on the way, and we'll, along with the detectives, and we'll recover it. Perfect. Go from there.
Excellent.
So,
Jared. Jason, nice to meet you, buddy. Pleasure to meet you. So is that the buoy, I'm assuming, is marking it?
Yep. Okay. And it's 18 inches below the surface there to the top of the truck. vehicle was facing in this direction.
Back's that way, front's that way, on its wheels, parallel to the shore where we're standing.
Okay. I'll let Jason know.
Alright guys, so we have the local search and recovery team down here and they're going to check it out. And you can see the two divers in the water right now going out to the buoy, so we're going to see what they have to say. It should be a pretty quick dive just because it's so shallow, but they have protocol they have to go through and everything, so that's what we're looking at now.
What tag did y'all get? What tag did y'all get off the car?
Here, it's still on there.
No, what tag number did you get? Okay. Okay. Just making sure we're on the same sheet of music.
Pretty good in the mud.
The windows are up and it's buried pretty good is what he's saying. Right now they are dragging the tow line out to the water to get the vehicle. Should be a pretty quick pull because it's not very far. You guys can see from the footage that there is a Kia Soul car there. They pulled it out like halfway out of the water. I think they're just re-rigging it, try to make sure they pull it out the correct way and don't damage it anymore. As you guys can see, the car is right there behind me over my shoulder. They just pulled it out and it's definitely Margaret's car. I know we don't have 100% confirmation that she's in it, but you can just assume right now. And they're trying to cover it up and the police are doing a really good job at handling the scene. And it is difficult, but you can see the car. So they have barricades over there, just trying to be respectful.
In the past hour, a sign has been put up. It reads, "Road ends in water." It wasn't here last spring when Jan Smith went missing, and it wasn't here earlier today when her family came to this spot to see the place where the car she was driving was discovered. They came with flowers and each other to see it for themselves.
It's harder. It's harder. It's making it all new again.
Jan Smith's daughter, Marley Shupe, hoped this day would never come.
I had held out hope that she was still alive and safe somewhere, that maybe she had just wandered off somewhere.
When we spoke to Smith's sister, Vera, earlier in the day, she said she knew her sister was gone, but she never thought she would be found.
Since April the 2nd, you think every day, where else can I look? And it's on your mind every day. But now that's over.
So once again guys, thank you so much for watching this video, this behind the scenes episode this is a movement that we're continuing to do more and more, and finding more missing people all across the United States. So I think it's really amazing, and it's just awesome work. And the community support, local law enforcement has just been great. So once again, I really appreciate y'all helping. The easiest way to help support what we do is just to subscribe to my channel, all of our channels. I have a link in the description, everyone that's involved in this episode. And leave a like, leave a comment. If you guys want to support us more, there's some links in the description and ways how you can do that. But once again, just thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next adventure.